Next team on deck is oral presentation number 21. This is Hillsborough County, Florida. This is a Mission 5 flight experiment, and we hope it will launch next week.
Hi, I'm Srinidhi Raghavan.
I'm Isabel Utzler.
And I'm Miranda Corbo. And we are all the co-principal investigators of our experiment.
The title of our experiment is Will Microgravity Affect the Growth/Germination of Lettuce Seeds?
We are from FishHawk Creek Elementary, Hillsborough County, Florida, grade 5, and the purpose of this experiment is to answer the question, will microgravity affect the growth/germination of lettuce seeds? And also so we can add to the diet of astronauts fresh food.
Next slide, please. Our EQ/project timeline. Our EQ, or essential question, is how many seeds will germinate in microgravity versus on Earth? Timeline. In September, the team came together and brainstormed an idea. In November, the team perfects and proposes their idea. In December, the team finds out that their project was selected. And from January to today, we are perfecting and working on gathering Earth-based data.
Ground truth data. On January 2014, we grew some lettuce seeds. Trial 1, 4 out of the 10 lettuce seeds have germinated. Trial 2, 6 out of the 10 lettuce seeds have germinated. Based on our research and past experiences, our hypothesis is that half of the lettuce seeds will germinate up in space. Next slide, please. More ground truth data. Lettuce seeds on paper towel. Trial 1, 12 seeds were placed. On the second day, 8 out of the 12 lettuce seeds were germinated. On the third day, I sprayed it 9 times and the small sprouts were sighted. On the fourth day, I sprayed it 9 more times and the sprouts got bigger. On the second to last day, the sprouts were very large and small leaves were sighted. On the very last day, all the seeds have germinated.
In trial 2, on the first day, 12 seeds were placed in the paper towel. On the second day, I sprayed them 12 times and 9 of the 12 seeds had germinated. On the third day, I sprayed them 12 times and small leaves and roots were sighted. On the fourth day, many more small leaves were visible. On the fifth day, the stems were about 1 inch long and the roots and leaves are much bigger. On the last day, all the seeds had germinated.
In trial 3, 12 seeds were placed on the first day. By the second day, half of the seeds had germinated. On the third day, we sprayed 6 times and small leaves and roots were sighted. On the fourth day, we sprayed 6 times again and the sprouts were much bigger. On the second to last day, we did not spray them because they were moist enough and the sprouts were very large. By the last day, all the seeds had germinated. Next slide, please. Even more ground truth data. In our felt trial or experiment, approximately 185 out of 205 lettuce seeds germinated. In our hydroponics gel lab, or space gel, approximately 24 out of 30 lettuce seeds did germinate.
Next slide, please. On May 13th, 2014, we had a Skype video conference with Kennedy Space Center scientist Dr. Gioia Massa, who is the principal investigator of Veggie 1. Veggie 1 is a growth chamber that is now at Kennedy Space Center, but was recently on the ISS growing red romaine lettuce seeds. In the top right-hand corner, we have a picture of astronaut Steve Swanson wearing special sunglasses that protect his eyes from the red, blue, and green LED lights that are used for plant growth and crew observation. On the top left-hand corner, we have the actual Veggie 1 growth chamber. And the bottom 2 pictures is our video conference with Dr. Gioia Massa. Next slide, please. Pictures.
Thanks to our sponsors, Suncoast Credit Union and the Florida Space Consortium.
Thank you to SSEP, NanoRacks, and Hillsborough County Schools for their support. Much appreciation to our families who made it all possible.
Ladies, you're 10 and 11 years old?
11.
11. Wonderful, wonderful job. I love your methodology for your trials.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions for the Hillsborough County team?
I'm Zach from Rockland County, New York. And why did you use red romaine lettuce seeds? Was there anything? Did you test any other lettuce seeds to use?
Actually, we're using green romaine lettuce seeds. The Veggie 1 is using red romaine lettuce seeds. And we use green romaine lettuce seeds because we researched and looked it up. And we found out that it was one of the fastest growing plants. So that's basically why.
Thank you.
Bianca from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. When you were talking about your ground truth experiment and you were saying you were spraying the leaves, what were you spraying on them?
We were spraying our local tap water because it has more calcium in it versus distilled water, which they take all the nutrients and minerals out of it. So we used the tap water from Florida.
Thank you.
I was a little bit confused about your trials part. I think the second trials part where you sprayed the lettuce seeds. When you're sending the FME up to the SSEP, I don't think you're gonna have something that sprays it. You're gonna have 1, 2, or 3 compartments. How are you thinking about just watering the seeds? Do you think maybe you'll have 2 compartments full of different amounts of water and then let them go at different intervals?
Well, we are using the type 3 FME, and on the middle compartment we have water. We have 4.2 milliliters of water, correct? So we have 4.2 milliliters of water, and on the right and left sides we have 10 lettuce seeds wrapped in cotton, and on D-14 we will open the first clamp to water what we call the early seeds, and then you just shake the tube, and then you close the clamp. Then D-5 we are going to open the second clamp and water the late seeds. So and then close the clamp. It kind of creates the variable of different times.
Also, the lettuce seeds on the paper towels, the space gel, and the felt, they were all just, other trials, just testing out to see other ways to grow the lettuce seeds.
And do you think by opening the clamp to one of the seeds first, do you think that they would get an advantage because they get most of the water, or?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we do, but the reason why we have D-5 also is because what we researched is that it takes approximately 5 to 10 days for them to germinate. So if we open it 5 days before departure, they'll have a nice good time to germinate, and we can compare how many germinated with longer time periods.
All right, thank you.
I'm Alex from New York, and my question is, what made you think of this idea?
Well, we were researching plants. We were going to do a project on plant growth, and so we were researching, and we found that green romaine lettuce was one of the fastest germinating plants, and all we really needed for the plants was for them to germinate. So we thought that would be a good plant to use.
Thank you.
Let's thank the Hillsborough County, Florida team.